Welcome to Last Minute Betting with the Sports Nut, brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company. Folks, don't forget the OddsJam Player Prop mobile app link is below. Click that for iPhone, iPad, and Mac computers. Do it now. It'll help your player prop betting immensely. And don't forget the Discord link below. You want bets? You go there. They're great. And the OddsJam Partner Program. Click that link, share with your friends. You get 20% of all the revenue generated from that link. Click the links below for the best sports in your state. And don't forget, fill out the form in the description to get a personal one-on-one tutorial on how to make $2,500 a month sports betting. Mike has a Calendly link there. I have a Calendly link there, and you can talk to Mike by emailing him, mike@oddsjam.com, or me, bob@oddsjam.com. And don't forget TikTok, OddsJam_Nutz. Check that out, baby. Mike is here. I'm here. We are ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to let me in. I mean, what was the deal with that? You said you had something planned, and it was just you.
Every time, yeah, well, you didn't see it. Every time you come in, you were creating an echo. Sorry, Mike, had to kick you out. Not that I didn't enjoy kicking you out.
Yeah, once again, a Bob experiment gone wrong.
No, actually, the experiment worked out perfectly.
Okay.
You'll see it. Just let me handle it, all right? All right. Here we are again. Don't start off with an argument right away.
I'm not starting off with an argument. It's Monday. It's a good day, Bob. Don't start.
Let's do it.
No. I'm not taking the bait. You're not going to hook, line, sinker me, buddy.
Hey, everybody's listening, Mike, the whole company, so chill out. All right. We don't have any comments yet, but we do have live chat available, and we would like for you to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are live streaming on YouTube, obviously, Twitter, and Twitch. So there you go. We are out here letting you guys know what's going on. And Mike, as always, we have got to get to baseball bets because games are getting ready to start soon. So I'm going to let you go ahead and give whatever plays you have out there, and then we're going to look at some of those too.
Well, first of all, I'm going to go to the Orioles tonight. I'm going to go to the money line for them. It's at Baltimore. Obviously, we have seen that Baltimore's been playing, better than what a lot of people expected. Not only that, Tampa Bay, I mean, that's a tough series to lose 2-3 to Kansas City. Now you go on the road to Baltimore. You got Kluber on the mound, which Kluber has not been great. So I really expect Baltimore with Voth on the mound. I expect them to win. And then I'm going to go to the Guardians on the money line. We'll take a look and see what value we got on those two money line bets, but I'm going to go to the Guardians tonight as well on the money line. Boston, again, a team that I got to be honest with you, Bob, I think they're starting to fall off a little bit. This is why I hesitated with them when we did our early season predictions. This is why I wasn't as sold on Boston as you were. I mean, you thought they would win the division. I don't know where you were thinking that was going to happen or why, but they look now like a team that's, in my opinion, they could miss out on the playoffs.
That very well could be, and that is with the ascension of Seattle also. That's made a difference.
That's
hey, Steven Rivera is in the house. Hey, fellas, how you doing, Steven? Good to see you.
Steven Rivera is in the building.
And what else you got, Mike? Anything?
Well, I'm going to go with the Astros on the run line minus 1.5. Obviously, I expect them to handle the A's with Aller on the mound. I mean, this guy's got an over 80 ERA. Odorizzi's on the mound for Houston, so he's been solid. Houston's been dynamite. They look like a team, in my opinion, that is going to be the only thing standing in the Yankees' way. And then in this Braves-Phillies game, Bob, I'm going to go, and this is my lock if you want.
Okay.
I'm going to go over 8 runs in this game. I don't think there's any doubt that this is the route to go. Expect some high scoring, so I will take the over in that game. Suarez has been very disappointing for the Phillies at times. I know Max Fried's on the mound, but look, I expect runs.
Okay. All right. So here's what I want to do. Something a little different. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go through Mike's picks. We're going to look at line shopping with Mike's picks, and we're going to start off first off with the Astros -1.5. And while we're doing this, Mike, whatever pick that you're making, I'm also going to add to the parlay builder. We're going to see what we come up with.
So our parlay Friday was, man, that was a hurt. That hurt.
You had a bad day Friday. Trust me. I heard about it Saturday morning. Friday was not good for you. All right. So let's look at the Astros play here. -1.5, -139 on the perfect line. You can get it for -137 on FanDuel. So let's add that to our parlay. And we just click that little $sign there. And that changes that to purple. And let's see. You had the Braves and Phillies over 8 runs. Let's pull that up and look at what that line is, along with adding it to the parlay. I love being able to do this with this parlay builder, Mike. This is fantastic. It really makes it a lot easier for you to do this type of stuff. All right, Phillies and Braves, and we're going total runs. And you said over 8, right, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the line shifted now to over 8.5.
Right. But the over 8 is still -140, -142 on the perfect line. Since we're adding it to a parlay, let's go with the over 8. All right. What was your next play? You said Orioles on the money line.
Yeah, but let's keep it a 3-legger, and let's put the Guardians on the money line and not put the Orioles on the money line for the parlay builder.
Okay. All right. Very good. We will do that. And the Guardians on the money line is normal juice. Oh, well, you got -108, but we're going to add it right here. And let's take a look at what we've come up with. Okay. So you got a +453 on BetMGM. All right. So we've got Astros run line -1.5, Phillies and Braves over 8, and the Guardians on the money line. So as you can see here, folks, here's the odds for these parlays. $10 get you 55.30. $10 get you 54.50, depending on what book you're in. You can actually click here now where it says bet now, and it will take you to the BetMGM page. You'll have to log in, and then you can add these picks to that. I think this is a great tool for building parlays. I love it. Good job, Mike. Had to show your picks and where they're at. Good job there. All right. Let's get to
yeah, and you know, Steven Rivera says, what do you say? Where was it? Yeah, he says not really feeling any NRFIs tonight. Sorry to disappoint. No worries. Let's take a look at a couple of games here and see if we can find any NRFI or YRFI bets.
All right. Let's do this here real quick. Miami and Cincy are the 2 worst first inning offenses in the league. So I took it very light. He mentioned that this morning.
Yeah.
And there's C. Wally. He didn't like the Orioles Rays. Yeah, they're bad first inning offenses too. Almost forgot about that one. Thanks, Wally. Angels versus Royals, NRFI 2. Syndergaard versus Greinke. But like I said, very light because there aren't too many aces on the mound tonight. But remember one thing, Steven. Sometimes aces you got to get to early in the game too. So that can work in reverse just a little bit. All right, Mike, go ahead and look at a couple things you want to look at. I'll let you share your screen. Take over.
Nice. Yeah, hold on a minute. I wasn't expecting to share my screen. So hang on a second, and we'll do that.
All right. Very good. I'll get to a couple comments while we're at it. Don't forget, right after we're done here, folks, we have early betting in about an hour. Yeah, what a weird day, pitching day, says C. Wally. And Jordan Thackeray, I'm heading into Comerica Park. Any positive EV bets you see for my Tigers? I will look while Mike is doing this. Jordan, how's that sound?
Yeah, we'll take a look at that. I certainly have some positive EV bets, which, by the way, let me do that real quick. If you didn't see my video, I took Greinke on the over 4.5 player strikeouts. I did take the Rockies over 3.5 team total, and I took the Diamondbacks over 2.5 first half team total. And Austin Riley, I took him on the over 1.5 player bases. Obviously, Austin Riley is a total bases machine, second in all of baseball. The Diamondbacks is over 2.5 first half team total. Last 3-4 games, this is hitting. So they're getting most of their runs in that first 5 innings. And the Rockies over 3.5 team total for the game. Again, in Milwaukee, this has been high scoring. They would have hit this mark every time so far. So with the pitching matchup, as we talked about, you've got Freeland and Ashby. We talked about not a lot of great pitchers on the mound. Don't think there's any doubt we can lean to the Rockies for that bet as well. So, and then with Greinke, not one I loved, but the Angels strike out the most in all of baseball, and it was really, really, really good value. So I put a half a unit on that. I put a full unit on the rest.
Okay. Very quickly for Jordan, I'm going to go ahead and take over here a little bit and redo this and share my screen. I want to show Jordan very, very quickly because he's at the game, man.
Oh, nice.
But he wanted to know about what did he want to know about, Mike? His Tigers? Tigers are playing.
Yeah, any positive EV on the Tigers?
Drew Hutchinson over 14.5 player outs and Hutchinson under 2.5 player strikeouts is the only thing in that game at all. So that's all we see. As we're looking at the positive EV page here, I now have it set up for player props, okay? And folks, you could take these filters and you could do percentage, you can do sports book, you can do sport, you can do league, which, by the way, the XFL is coming back, Mike. You like that, don't you?
Yeah, I love it.
All right, and I actually have your Austin Riley over 1.5 player bases also. Did that, hit that this morning.
Nice.
Didn't really, the Greinke over 4.5 strikeouts. I do like that. I will add that. I think that's a good play. Good call on your part. I also hit a Max Muncy over 1.5 player bases this morning too. So those player props are still there from the morning coffee show. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch up and I'm going to go to the main market, alternate market, take the player props out, change the market width to 25, refresh, and here are a couple of things that we need to talk about, Mike. Here is this Padres over 4.5 team total runs. Do you like that? It's a 19-cent market width, minus 131 on the Pinnacle line, sharpest book in the world, minus 120 when you take the juice out, the no vig fair outs, minus 115 on BetMGM. Do you like that play or not?
The Padres have been they've been interesting, and right off bat, I don't love it, but it is Hutchison on the mound, so yeah, I'm not sure. I'm looking at this NRFI and YRFI bets still.
Okay, all right. Then let me move on. We have, what about first inning total runs? This is a YRFI in the Red Sox and the Guardians game. 20-cent market width, minus 115 on BetMGM and DraftKings. Do you like that one?
Yeah, I think I would ride a YRFI in this game. Like we talked about, not a lot of great guys on the mound, Pavetta and Plesac in this game. Okay. Yeah, I think we can go with that. I will point out the Dodgers and Nationals game does have pretty good value on a YRFI. So if you won't let me share my screen here, I'll show them that.
Okay, I will let you do that in just 1 second. I want to point out this Dodgers that we hit this morning, -2.5 on the run line. And the -3 is showing up now also. Mike, I think the Dodgers could dominate this game, and I am confident in this play of -3 and -2.5. And I will just show you very quickly, folks, that this is what I added. I added Greinke over 4.5 player strikeouts, a YRFI on the Red Sox and Guardians, and the Dodgers -3. Already had the Astros -1.5. And very quickly, to show you my bet tracker dashboard, here's where I'm at. I'm up to 27.38 in profit, $60 in pending bets, 9% ROI, Mike. I made it over 50%, Mike, in closing line value finally. And you can see my profit over time. I've really been on fire lately. And by Sportsbook, Sport, and of course, Positive EV, #1, I am going to let you take over.
Yeah, you see right here the value on this YRFI for the Nats Dodgers. You can get it at +100 on BetMGM and DraftKings. The perfect line has this priced at -110. So once again, we've got really good value here. The Dodgers have been scoring in the first inning quite a bit, so I love this bet. Gonsolin is on the mound for the Dodgers, so I really expect more than likely the run comes from the Dodgers. Yeah, I mean, and as we talked about, you're going to get their top of the order. You're going to get their stud hitters in that lineup. You get a guy on base, you're going to get into the 4 or 5 hole for them. So I really, really like a YRFI on the Dodgers. So that is one I will put a unit on right now.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. I'm going to remove your sharing of your screen here. How's that sound? All right. Let's look at a few comments, and then we'll get into what my lock is. Let's go, boys. I like the O's money line, Stros run line, and Braves run line. Live betting a game while watching at the stadium is such a weird concept to me. And it's the best. Sometimes if you're fast enough at hockey games, you can get next team to score in NHL before they lock the odds. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
But I'm so into the game, I have a tough time doing that. Nats are great in the first, and the Dodgers' first 5 batters are all studs. YRFI looks good to me. All right, Mike.
Yeah.
You got a little bit of
back in there. Yeah. I mean, that's the one standing out for me. And more than likely, we went with Cleveland and Boston on the YRFI. I mean, why not roll with it? I mean, that one I'm not as confident it maybe is this other one, but I still think it's worth a shot because there's just not a lot of stuff. I mean, Gonsolin's really the only really, really good pitcher on the mound tonight. I mean, you want to throw Syndergaard in that mix, I guess, go ahead. But I mean, it's not as if he's exactly the ace for the Angels anyway, right? So yeah, not a lot of big time guys.
Absolutely, 100%. All right, I'm going to go with my lock in the night, and it's going to be different than yours. I'm actually going with the Rays on the money line. Okay. I'm taking the Rays over the O's tonight. O's actually have been slumping a little bit recently, okay? Coming out of the All-Star break, didn't look real good in this last series, and are now under 500 for the first time in a little while.
Right.
And back over.
Yeah, Tampa Bay won 2 of 3 the not very long ago against them. Whatever.
And since that's my lock, I have to share my screen. This is part of the gig anymore. I got to do this. And I got to show you what kind of value that I'm getting. All right. So let's take a look at this. All right. Orioles and Rays. Looks like it's really, really close. Anyway, looks like I can get it for -108. The perfect line's -107. It looks like The best you could get the Orioles is at minus 105. So this is
Yeah.
almost like a pick'em game.
It is. I mean, it's a pick'em game.
I'm going to
no
take
doubt
it.
about. And hey, speaking of YRFIs, Miami, Cincinnati, YRFI just hit in that game. So if that's any indication, then maybe we're going to see some early runs tonight, right?
Yeah.
Let's hope so.
Freed is on the mound. That's why he took Atlanta. Absolutely. And you should he's been quite the stud pitcher. But yes, absolutely. That's my lock of the night. And Mike, what was your lock one more time?
Yeah, I went with the over 8 in that Phillies-Braves game. I do expect there to be some runs scored here, so I'm comfortable with rolling with that.
Okay. I just want you to know these guys roasted you the other day.
What do you think? How you think I felt, bro? I got my butt kicked, but my positive EV plays hit though.
Right.
I had some positive EV plays that came through, so I didn't. It's not as bad as you think. And also remember, I did have a couple of YRFI bets that did hit as well.
Right. Let me ask you a question, guys. Do you think I'm crazy in taking the Dodgers minus 1.5, minus 2.5, and minus 3 against the Nats? Let me know what you think. I know it's dangerous, but I got to do it. It's a butterfly bob, baby.
Butterfly, baby. Let it fly, butterfly.
All right. We will be back in 39 minutes to do early betting for tomorrow. We're going to look at the positive EV page and some plays. I know I'm picking Toronto over the Cardinals. I can tell you that.
Juan Soto.